to quickly go over creating accounts. And creating an account is the role of an administrator, such as the super admin, as well as what we've mentioned before, the editors of your site. So consider the editors of the site. Your role could potentially be overseeing the content that people host to the site, ensuring that the formatting is consistent with what you'd like it to be and neat and clean, and either requesting that the content contributor go back and make modifications, or you as an editor make modifications to their posts. So here what we're going to cover in this section is creating the accounts, and what I gave you is just pretty much a brief overview of what an administrator is, but also going into thinking about how you want content to be on your site and trying to establish goals with the content that you contribute to your site, as well as dealing with potential advertising in the future. And we'll look at Jetpack, the analytics tool, and also added functionality component that your site gets with Jetpack. And we'll look at what should be done pretty much on a daily basis to keep your site neat and organized, on a weekly basis, based on however you can make a time commitment. But the important thing with this kind of a site is to be engaged with it and to actually show action with it, because that is what Google recognizes. That is what Yahoo recognizes, all the major search engines. Since you have a dynamic site, it will see that your content is constantly evolving. That pushes you up in the rankings, and the more content that you contribute, the more you get the search engine's attention. And what we want to do is spread the word of universalbaptistchurch.org. So creating an account, I'm going to log in as the super user again. I think in the general overview I did create an account. I'm not sure if I deleted that. I'm going to go back in. Let's try it. Log in. And remember, there's two ways to get here, with the WP admin and the URL, as well as there where I just clicked in the dynamic sidebar. So I believe my account was R. Scott, but I'm just a subscriber, I believe. So as a subscriber, I don't have the ability to make any kind of, create any kind of accounts, or delete accounts, or manage content, or any of those rights. So we're going to log in anyway as admin. And as we wait for that to come up, I can go here to quickly see all the users of my site in here. All users. Oh, I did delete that account at the end of the general overview. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new account again, and I go here, another shortcut, add a new user. I'm going to give myself the username. I'm going to just create the account back again, R. Scott. I think we have the email. info@gmail.com. And anytime you have someone, you add a new contributing user to your website, you're going to want to fill out all of these fields of information in detail. And the reason being that the information gets utilized again within the site, as well as it keeps the contributor, it holds the contributor to a standard. So when articles are published, or when that individual makes content contributions, that information is published on the site, sort of as a record of communication from that user via the website. So it's something to take very seriously. Password, and we mentioned this in the general overview, this password security. WordPress will let you know whether or not the password you've chosen is low security value, low risk, high risk, uh, and vice versa. And you generally always want to get a very strong password reading optimally. So I'm going to try this one. I got a medium, and I even have some funny characters in here. So sometimes it's just a combination of trying to come up with a unique password, but remember, whatever password you do come up with, it's very important you remember it. WordPress can help you recover your password with the email that you supply here. That's why you do want to put a valid email address so that the website and certain things can be communicated to you. So again, if I lost my password, I can go back to the login screen and say, I lost or forgot my password, and WordPress will send me back my password. As well here, since I'm creating a new account, it'll send me the password as a reminder. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create this account as an editor. Okay? And that's pretty much it for creating accounts. So now I've just created the account rscott. Here I am. I can go in and I can see all the settings that I have on my account, even just by clicking the name, as well as I can go back and say edit. It takes me to the same screen. And also, WordPress allows you to look at this information in a variety of ways. I can see the amount of contributions that users made to the site. I can see the email address for that user. I can also sort by this information by clicking here in the header bar. I can also select this user here and see where it says bulk actions. I can say change this user's role now. And you can see my role here. I'm an editor. I'm going to change my role here to an administrator. I'm going to say change. And always when I'm working with WordPress, you're communicating over the internet. So it's not, you have to wait for the information to be sent to the server and for the server to send the information back to you. So try to be patient with working with WordPress. The faster your internet connection, the faster your experience will be in doing the work that you need to do. And you can see here now this rscott account is an administrator account. I'm going to change the role again. I'm going to select it because here bulk actions means whenever I select something, it's going to do whatever action this is to all the items I have selected. So it's just this one here, and I'm going to say change the role to an editor. I say change. I wait for the browser to refresh and reload. I can see that the modification has been made. Okay, and that's it for creating accounts.